This is the easiest wither skeleton farm for Minecraft Bedrock, and as always, there will be a world download in the description. The first thing we're going to do is head on over into the nether, and after doing that, you want to find yourself a nether fortress, and you want to find one of these sections right here where you have the 4 crossroads and then this little structure. Now you might notice that there are quite a few mobs in the area, so I would recommend killing off all of these mobs and then building a wall in the surrounding area, that way you can't get attacked while you're building the farm. After clearing the area of mobs, we're going to go ahead and break this structure right here, so we want to level this all down so that it is nice and flat. We're just going to get rid of this entire thing. So we're going to break this layer and then all of these roof blocks as well and just get rid of all of this. And after you've cleared out the farm to look like this, we're going to go ahead and in every single one of these corners, knock out these 3 corner blocks just like this in every single one of the corners. And then we're going to go ahead and place down 3 more blocks just like this. So basically, we're just making the area bigger so that we have a nice square. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 7 by 7 square, but I'll go ahead and count it in a second. And yes, it is a 7 by 7 square that we are going to be building the farm in. In the center of the square, we're going to set down 2 temporary blocks right here. We're then going to grab our trapdoors, and on this second block on the bottom half of the block, go ahead and place down your trapdoors just like this. Go ahead and place down a slab on top of that second block, and then grab your cobblestone walls or whatever type of walls that you ended up using. We're going to place down a wall right here and then just go all the way around, kind of creating like an outline around those trapdoors. And then on this front side, we're going to leave these 2 blocks empty. Now what you want to do is get yourself a piglin inside of this area. So we're going to go ahead and break these 2 temporary blocks. Now what you want to do is get a piglin standing inside here. Now the easiest way to do that is just go around and find one of the piglins in the surrounding area, put them in a minecart and then push them in. I'm going to go ahead and just place one down like this. And now what we're going to do is just go ahead and dig out a 2 by 2 hole in front of this section. That way nothing is able to touch it. He shouldn't be able to touch it even if this is level, but this is going to be how we get the wither skeletons into the kill chamber. They are agitated at the piglin, which is going to make them run over into this square, and then of course we're going to kill them in a trident killer. Now what you want to do is set down an anvil, and we're going to go ahead and name this name tag. We can name the piglin literally whatever we want. This is just so that he doesn't despawn. So I think we're going to name him Bob the Piglin. I think that just works. We're going to go ahead and place that on him. That way he doesn't despawn. And from here, we can go ahead and just kill off these wither skeletons. That way they aren't in the way. And we should also just kill off anything else. Again, if you had your walls that I recommended you build, then you wouldn't have to kill anything because this area would be nice and clear. But after doing that, we are ready to continue with the farm. Next, what you want to do is grab your trapdoors, and we're going to place down 2 trapdoors right here and 2 trapdoors right here. Go ahead and open all of those up, that way that they think that these are full blocks and they're going to fall into it. Next, what you want to do is dig down by 3 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, and then dig over 1 block to create a 2 by 2 by 4 deep hole, just like this. Then what you want to do is grab your hoppers, and we're going to place a hopper running into this block right here. Again, having those walls would be extremely useful, but there we go. We're just going to run this hopper right here, run 2 hoppers into that hopper, and then run a hopper into any one of those hoppers. So all of the items are going to flow over into this block right here. So we're going to go ahead and break all of these blocks, set down a double chest right here, and then clear out this area so that we have an area to AFK and stand in. Next, you want to grab your pistons, and we're going to place down a piston on top of that chest, break this block and place down a piston, break this block, place down a piston, break this block and place down a piston. So all of these pistons are in alternating directions. Now what you want to do is break this block, this block, this block, this block, this block, this block, and then again, these 2 blocks, and then the block next to the piston, these 2 blocks, and the block next to the piston. What this is going to let us do is place down redstone torches on this side of the piston, just like this, inside of the 2 by 2. And then what we're going to do is grab our observers and point our observers so that they are looking at those redstone torches. That way we can have a nice little trident killer here. And this is going to make the farm completely AFK. Now what you need to do is go ahead and fill in all of those holes. That way you can actually get things in here without them falling into the holes. Then we're going to break this block and this block temporarily so that we can get over inside of the kill chamber, where we're going to AFK, close this off, and then place down a slab right here. and this is going to be where you stand while you AFK. This is going to allow you to collect all of the XP, and it's going to make it so that you are nice and close to the farm. Alright, you might notice that we are now trapped inside of the AFK area, so it would be a good idea to have a way out of here. Now you have two options. One, this is a perfectly good wall and you can make a nether portal here. That way you can just walk in and out of your wither skeleton farm from the overworld, and that is definitely something that you can do. But the easiest way to do it is go on the side with the chest here, and we're going to dig over 5 blocks until we hit the nether fences on this wall right here. Go ahead and break these fences, and then break all the way up to the surface. From here, we're going to place down scaffolding, and that is just going to allow us a really easy way in and out of the farm. It's going to run right up here. This isn't going to affect the farm whatsoever. You're going to be able to climb down here and then get inside of your AFK area. If you're feeling a little unsafe, you could just add a door right here, and that would make it so that you are completely safe. But as you can see, this thing is already filling up with a ton of mobs. Alright, I went ahead and added a door here and a nether portal. However, in the materials list, I only included the scaffolding because that's all that's really necessary. This obsidian portal and this door are little extras. So what we can do now is just go ahead and kill off everything inside of the chamber, just that we can go ahead and throw in a trident, and from there, this thing will be completely AFK. So we're just going to go ahead and throw a trident at that piston right there. And then again, we just saw all of the XP get collected by me, and all of the drops are going to end up inside of here. Let me just drop in some of the other drops that I have picked up while building this. And again, this is going to give us wither skeleton skulls. So the best way to do it is to get a looting 3 sword, which I'm about to do. Then we're going to go ahead and AFK and collect up all of the drops. And one final thing that I forgot is you are going to need to place down a lever on this piston. That way we have a way to turn the farm on and off. After doing that, if you want to add more storage, it's really simple. All you're going to do is break this block, these 2 blocks, and then we might as well break these blocks as well. We're then going to place down a double chest right here, and again, breaking blocks does make this process significantly easier, and you can always go ahead and replace them later. So I just went ahead and placed down a hopper right there. We can go ahead and place these blocks back, and just like that, we have completely doubled the storage, meaning that we could technically AFK for twice as long. Again, this is by no means necessary, but if that's something you want to do, that is a very easy expansion that you can make to the farm. But if we go ahead and sit here with a looting 3 sword, you can see that that wither skeleton is getting destroyed by the trident killer. If we stand here with a looting 3 sword, we are going to get around 20 to 30 wither skeleton skulls per hour, which is an insane amount because that is, let me do some quick math, around 6 to 10 withers per hour. Yeah, 6 to 10 withers per hour worth of skulls, which is absolutely incredible. That is plenty of nether stars. But yeah, all you have to do now is sit here, AFK, collect tons and tons of experience and all of the drops. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. My name is 1UpMC, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.